For years, I've bounced back and forth between two kinds of systems. There have been goal-based systems like the 12-week year, HB90, Power Sheets, Full Focus, and then task-based systems like GTD. And I kept swinging back and forth between them. This is me chasing a goal really hard, and then everything falls apart, so I have all the little things that I got to figure out, and I go back to GTD. And then I have another goal that I start pursuing, another set of goals, and then all the little things creep up on me again. So I do a collecting all your open loops thing again. Both sides work, but also they only work for a while and then they break down. And the real problem wasn't the goals or the tasks, it's that something in the middle is always being ignored. Every system I tried seems to be making assumptions that just weren't true for me. So I'd have these spurts where things felt amazing and I'd get a lot done, followed by long stretches where I felt behind or inadequate. And like everyone else, had this magical structure that made life work and run smoothly, but somehow I had missed that part. So now let me get the two systems into their proper places. Goals, they live up here. Goals are top down, the goal systems, and they assume that you have some kind of foundation that supports them, that's propping them up. Some systems talk a little bit about those foundations, but usually it's not their thing. Then down here, we have one-off tasks. We have task-based systems. Those are bottom up. They don't create structure necessarily. They fill the structure that you already have. In Getting Things Done, David Allen does talk about different horizons, but I'm not sure that many of the people really make it that far through his system. So back to goals, there are different times in my life when goals have been a big deal and different times in your life where big goal-oriented things are really important. But goals or priorities or projects of some form are always necessary. They give direction, they move us forward, they give us meaning in life. Back to tasks, those are those one-off things that pop into your mind and those daily things that just come up and that you plan. The little things, the emails, the phone calls, the errands, got to pick things up, the things that you do in your daily and weekly planning, but they're not really necessarily connected to things. They definitely matter, they keep life moving, and having a way to capture them and know what they're doing is really important. But that thing that's missing in the middle, it's not just areas of life, but to me, they do need to take center stage. Most planning systems, they actually do mention areas of life, areas of focus, life domains, roles. They use different languages, but it's not that part that's missing. It's those recurring tasks. It's the maintenance and the upkeep that are beneath those areas. Those ongoing responsibilities have all those sorts of things. That's the layer that never shows up in the diagrams, in the systems, and it's the layer that determines whether the system works in real life. When you ignore this layer, everything gets lopsided. I've done whole years where one goal took over my entire life, and then the next season, I'd have to make up for it. Acknowledging the importance of the upkeep of the areas of your life, it's what lets you choose larger projects and priorities without the rest of your life ending up in shambles. Here's what it looks like when you actually map it out. These are the major buckets in your life. I made some simple generic ones for this video: home, health, work, etc. Mine are much more detailed. It's this level that never goes away. This is what you need to have the capacity for, to maintain these things that are going to have ongoing needs. Each of these has ongoing maintenance, things like bills, appointments, meal planning, clearing the inbox, doing the laundry. Some of these things need to happen daily. Some of these things need to happen weekly or seasonally. There's going to be things in each of these areas that are very predictable, and they're going to come up, and if you don't plan for them, you're still going to have to spend time doing them. Whether you like to plan the tasks specifically or whether you like to just plan time for it more generally, you need to acknowledge that each of the areas of your life will have things that need to be taken care of on an ongoing basis. And if you don't plan for those things, you're never going to be able to do the rest of the stuff that you want to do. Projects and priorities do come out of these areas, and this is similar in most goal-setting top-down systems, and even projects in GTD, they come out of the trigger lists, which are related to your areas of focus. This is nothing new. Projects and goals are here to serve areas. What is new, at least for me, is that by making this missing maintenance layer primary and considering what my areas of life need on an ongoing basis first, I can choose projects based on capacity, actual capacity, and prioritize things based on what my life is needing at the time. If all you do is this bottom-up stuff, it can feel like you're running in place. You're not making any progress. You have no direction. These one-off tasks, they don't have to be filed by area. They can be, but I've realized that for me, a lot of times when I'm trying to organize these little things like email and calls and errands by area, it's just overthinking it, and I don't need to do that. They're much better grouped by type like that, by context. And this over-optimization is, I think, what has slowed me down a lot in the past. I'm sure you'll be hearing more about that in the near future from me. I've known for a long time that the recurring tasks have been something that are missing from pretty much every productivity, goal-setting, task-type system that I've run across. And I just haven't figured out how the pieces fit together. And it wasn't until I was working on my projects that aren't and another project-related video that some of this started to kind of come together for me. Once I finally named that missing layer as the maintenance and upkeep that go with areas of life, once I link those two together, something kind of clicked for me. And I have to say, I do not have this worked out in practice. It's something that has been a struggle for me for years and years. And again, thought once I retired, it would be easy because I have all this time, but no, it's still an issue. I'm hoping that this is the beginning of coming up with something sustainable. Now that I've got some of my system pieces in place pretty well, this is just another one to kind of click into place, and hopefully I will share with you what works for me, and maybe it'll work for you. I appreciate you being here for that. I will link one of my seasonal videos here. You can see how the areas of life are kind of how I focus my priorities around, and then another task-based, system-based video for you. Thanks.